Hello and welcome to today is November 19th, and wha- we will be doing the um, crypto pre-market prep. I'm your host, Biz, with co-founders Renee and Andy. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, everything okie dokie.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, so why don't we kick things off? And I mean, the BTC's kind of been chopping around back and forth, but I'm sure we all have interesting stories to share for today. I took a few trades myself, and even some inadvisable ones as well. But hey, we're here to learn, aren't we? So, without further ado, Rennie, if you want to take the mic and go for it, and we'd love to hear the market health.
Yeah, sure, Biz. You're looking at the market health report. As you can see, our gauges are in the green. The daily is moving up nicely. The corrections that happen sometime, and you can see them happening in the 4 and the 12 hours. All the sectors are also in the green. Meme is outperforming everything else, but AI, DeFi, gaming, and NFT are catching up, or have catched up. So those are all interesting sectors to have a look at.
Well, oddly enough, AI, which is actually the highest at the moment, this is in light of the fact that this Wednesday, so tomorrow, Nvidia are doing their big financial, last quarter results, and there's a lot of thinking that their results are going to be good, and that the AI is going to pump, and this is partly why I've been watching some stuff today because I had some time. That this is why the AI is now starting to perform.
Yeah, that's well possible, and Nvidia is a big player in the chips that are needed for AI. So let's see. In the short term, BTC trend has turned positive. It was neutral, um, and it changed a couple of times, and that happens when the long term trend that is green at the moment has some small corrections, then the short term trend will flop around a bit, as you can see. BTC itself, I've got a chart here. Let me zoom out so that you can see where we're at. And this is the top of the chart.
Oh no!
Of course, this is where it hit the all-time high. And as you can see, the price of BTC is hitting those targets here on the top. This is a 15-minute hold level. It hasn't reached that yet. Most of the time, there's a small reaction to the downside. There's a 4-hour level here for hold level here, and a 1-hour hold level. Those are levels that should hold the move up for it to break through that 1-hour hold level. Break level here on the top. So you have to see what happens with Bitcoin does. But if it tests this level and that eventually breaks above it, then we are in for a bigger move. If it breaks down, then it can be catched here at the 1-hour break level, just above this level. It should be caught.
At that level,
and then there's a 4-hour break level that can hold.
Yeah, that at that level, it would be the first test, right? Or would that be considered the second test on that move up?
This 1-hour break level
at the 15-minute hold level that you mentioned, would that be the first test, or would that be the second test?
Yeah, that would be the first test.
Okay, yes. First test.
That would be you mean the hold level on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't been tested yet. Okay, almost, but not really. Here And here on the bottom side, the 15-minute level has been tested, and from there on, it has moved up, trying to correct this move down. So this move up was this move. Sorry, this move up here, and then how do I say this right? So this move up here needed to be corrected, and that has been done by this move. Now this move has to be corrected, and that's happening here. Now the question is, what is going to happen at these hold and break levels? Now, if you zoom out a bit, then you can see that Bitcoin decided not to correct as it did in the past by a big move down and then started to move further up. Now it is trading sideways to basically correct all of this, the whole that needs to be absorbed, so to say, and that's what's going on now. And let's see if out of this range here.
So we're getting a price
to the top.
consolidation to the upside.
Yeah, what we see here is that prices are consolidating in this range. Further, then now it's trading in this range. Now it's trading in a range higher, and you can see that also by what we also discussed in our videos: higher lows, and eventually that should test the break level. Either that whole level will hold it down and it will go further down, or it will probably gets rejected at the first test, and then we'll try to test it again and go through it. And the 1 hour break level needs to be broken by a 1 hour candle. So a green candle above that break level indicates that that level is broken. I had a look at some coins that I found interesting. Dogs is of course a meme coin. Let me give you the full chart. Now here is a 1 hour. Sorry, I need to go to the 1 hour. Here's a 1 hour break level that has turned into an origin level. So, when this level breaks, there is potential to the upside. This is the daily chart, as you can see. So there's a potential here for it to move up further. And since these meme coins have been really performing well, I think you should keep an eye on this.
Yeah. What's the drawdown from the
then
high?
there is. Let me go. You mean from here?
Yeah.
To there?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I should do that the other way around, right? And you can see. That's minus 55, and it was again from here. That's 140% move. It is not a coin that came in on. It's only a couple of months old, but it corrected that whole move up. It got corrected, and now it's starting to see it's starting to show some potential. KT is another one. KT is also a coin that came in September, not that long. You can see the correction here. You can see the up move. Now, I would think I wouldn't try to pick it up. There's two possible levels where you could pick this up. 4 hour hold but that's a little more risky than the one here on the bottom. And the one here on the bottom, you can see that lines up with former tops. So I would say, let's not do this, and let's see if it can hit this area
Oddly enough,
before you.
we're already in a 51% profit in Catty in the elite channel.
Yeah, it came in already.
Yeah, that before that move actually.
So, sorry, when did that come in? Was that-
Magic.
Bear with me. It came in yesterday. Hang on a minute. At the start of the day at 0.5134.
Okay.
That was Monday, right?
It's like so 12.
Monday, 7 o'clock, early morning.
Yeah.
That's just there. So that's actually a great place to get in. If you look at the chart here, this is the 4 hour. Just a quickie here. There's a 4 hour. 4 hour origin level here, and see it gets broken here. Didn't break here because no green candle above that level, but this candle here, that's the green candle that broke the level, and after that, zoom. But yeah, you know, what goes up comes down, and you maybe have another chance of getting in. Height, as I said here, which is a bit more risk, it's going to depend also of what Bitcoin would do, I think. But those levels are levels that you can keep an eye on. Magic, I had a look at, and Magic is correcting. Also, as you above this daily, there's a daily origin level, and it's correcting already at the level, so it might hit that 4 hour or some level between these two lines here, and that's where you could pick this up.
That's another live juicy tip right now as well. It came in this morning on the 1 day, but it's already been in on the NFT sector 1 day. Got to 23% so far.
Yeah, they are. Let me see. That came in today.
No, yesterday at 2300 hours on the 4 hour table.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, let me tell you. I'm telling you the wrong one. Let me just. Magic. It came in on the day table 1 week and 17 hours ago. So it and that was hang on today. No, so it's over a week and 1 day ago.
That's Monday, right?
NFT 1 day. I'll tell you exactly when it was. Magic USD2 came on the 11th of the 11th at 7:03.
Okay.
That's what's on your chart.
The 11th of the 11th. That's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that this nice move up, corrected again.
Yeah.
Hit a break level here and went up again. And now it's trying to break this daily level here, pulling back to the 4 hours. So yeah, it might be a nice place to set a trade. Not financial advice, by the way.
Of course. This is
And you said you had.
Sorry, go for it.
And you said you had a Okay. And you said you had a story to tell, so you want
I
to take
do.
over?
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. Stop watching. Yes, it was fine. Share my screen. Let me know when you've got it, Biz.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm still surprised the
let me have a look.
indicators are showing that it's all in green when I felt like yesterday the wasn't the greatest. I felt like it was chopping around, but it seems to have indicated the gauge of overbought rather than,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I just found that interesting.
Well, you need to basically these gauges are measuring if coins are in an uptrend and in a longer term uptrend. So basically, the short term moves will not affect those gauges.
Gotcha.
So let's say a correction of 5 or 10% in a coin that went up 50%, or a correction of 15% won't give a reaction right away. That it needs to come down, over a couple of days before that gauge is going to change. Once they are in the green and really in the green.
Okay, and
Yeah, so the interesting trade I had this morning was whiff. But at first I didn't have this trend line on. I'm just going to move that out of the way for a second. And so I sat in my office this morning thinking, hey, trading day, let's go for it. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can get a short win in something. And when you zoom out of whiff, it's been holding these levels here. And I thought, well, this is great. It's gone off this hourly level here once, twice, third time. I'm gonna go in for this trade, and I took it where the white dashed line was. And then, would you believe it? I was told there was a family matter I had to take care of, so I got in at this level here, as you can see. And I said, can you just wait a short while? And at that point, I noticed this, hang on a sec, trend line. Let me just see if I can go backwards in time with my actions. So there you go. So I noticed this trend line here that had been going down, and I thought, oh, okay. So now I was doing a 20x leverage, right? So this was kind of my stop loss down here. The target originally was going up to this daily level here. So I thought, right, I've got to go out. So I saw this trend line, and I thought, what I'll do is I'll set a sell order at this level, and it fired. So I got out 25% profit, something
Wow.
like that. And then I immediately left, right? I immediately left. And then when we got back from doing what we were doing, which was a while because these things take a time, I suddenly noticed this huge red candle. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? And when you drill down, you can see that it all happened in 1 minute. That someone either did a massive market sell or something like that, and the price went down like massively. And had I not have taken that profit, you can see I would have gone beneath my stop loss and been liquidated.
Wow.
So it was yeah, right.
I thought you were short.
No, I wasn't shorting.
Oh, okay.
No. So if I had been shorting, that'd have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
So
have been,
anyway, I just got out, and then suddenly,
yeah, that would have been me hanging to the edge of my seat, most likely. Man,
Well,
that's crazy.
I was out on this green candle here, right? So I kind of just closed the lid of the computer and had to go out, and then I didn't look. I didn't look for all of this. I was kind of back when it was going back up again that I eventually opened the lid of my computer, and I was like, "Holy shit! What happened there?" and,
But you
because
weren't
I was
liquidate.
no.
You were
But
stock
luckily,
out?
no. I sold. I sold at this level. This
Oh,
green
okay.
level. Yeah. 25%. Because I was 20xing. So I think it was hang on a minute. 1.25%. I thought, look, 1.25% is 25% 20x. I'll just, when I noticed this level here as well, this trend line, I thought, oh, it's actually bounced off this trend line. I will just take profit here and get out. And it happened like really well within that kind of 15 minutes. So I had time to sell and go out, right? Otherwise, I'd have just sold at a lower, slightly less. But it was just interesting that in 1 minute it drops so much
Yeah.
that if you're leveraging, you can be affected.
It's a flash crash because almost
yeah, right. Just like
almost
somebody,
immediately after that move, it went back up.
that's right. And somebody did something, and it just literally went out, liquidated a shitload of people, and then they bought back in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
The other thing that's interesting is I had time sat because I had to go. I mentioned to have my car fixed later that was playing up. So I was sat in a car garage on their Wi-Fi for a couple of hours, eating their food and free coffee and stuff like that. And this is, I'm going to go to the day chart. This is really interesting. Let me just see this. No, yeah, that's right. The USDT. So if you look at this, this is the USDT market dominance, and as you can see, quite rightly, it's going down here, right? And what's interesting is that it came down here, and then we went up. This was Monday. This was it was 6th of April, and then it topped out on the 24th of June. And what you can actually do is look at what Bitcoin's doing, and it's doing the reverse, right? So if Bitcoin's doing well, people are selling their USDT to do trades in Bitcoin or whatever they're doing it in. And when Bitcoin is going to have a massive correction, they'll sell back into USDT. So if you look here at this one, this is September, and now here we are in December, and you can see when you go back here, we go back to September, Bitcoin is going up, and that's why that's going down. But if you go to the weekly, actually the weekly is the much better view. If you go to the weekly and go back to 2017, you can see that during the last bull run, it's going down. And then by January 2018, everybody's buying back into USDT to sit it out. So once, if it keeps falling, that's good. And the moment it starts to turn up, then the people are selling out. So it's actually a good thing to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Well, we're almost at that
Yeah,
critical
but
resistance too, right? Like it can bounce off of that. Or sorry, support,
yeah, in this
support,
case,
yeah.
but yeah. But that's right. So it's really, really interesting when if you go to this chart and then go to where it fell in quite a lot, September 2020 to February 2021. What was that from September 20? And then go back here, September 20. Do you understand what I mean? Like you can see the fact that Bitcoin's going up, so everybody's getting rid of their USDT because they are trading, and then suddenly they get out, boom, 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 down it comes. September 23 to March 24.
maybe you can put Bitcoin as a comparison symbol in there next to.
Yeah, I think you probably could do that.
It's
You
it's
probably
that
could
plus
do that.
it's that plus sign next to where BTC USD
Yes, but
is.
I don't know if I can. If I'm currently on a free account, I'm waiting for Black Friday. Remember,
Well, well, try it out. Maybe you can.
where's the plus sign?
Next to BTC USD on the top,
Top
on
left.
the
Okay,
left, up.
there.
Right beside
No,
the ticker.
BTC, you see BTC USD, this
Oh,
up,
here.
yeah, that one.
So if I go to BTC USDT, you have to kind of marry them up, don't you?
Yeah, well, you can kind of see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, when it's obvious one goes down, the other one goes up now.
Yeah. So it's an interesting. How do you get rid of that?
Well, they're uh, corner.
Oh, that,
And
sorry, I
then
just did Command Z. So, but yes, so this is an interesting thing to keep your eye on. If you see this dominance starting to go up, you know, and I suspect when Bitcoin hits that barrier, that new barrier of 100K, there's going to be a relief at that point, right? People are going to be like, "This is fantastic," and then there's going to be a pullback, I suspect, and I suspect at that point this might go up, and so it's just something to keep your eye on.
this is of course also including all the older crypto coins now, all the cryptocurrencies that people want to buy with USDT.
Yeah, yes, of course. I mean, this is literally the USDT dominance, right? So when people sell USDT to buy anything, then this goes down. And once they sell everything, this back into USDT, this goes up. So anyway, just an interesting aside for anybody watching to put this on its crypto cap, market cap USDT dominance. If you've not seen it before, check it out.
Yeah.
So that's me for today, Biz.
Yeah, no, thanks for sharing that. And actually, it's good to you know, form thesis around other tools like for example, I mean, I think we all have tools that we can lean with. Like for example, like the BTC ETH chart. I think there was some. I think ETH was at an all-time. Well, it was at a very. It was at a critical support level, and so it was really interesting to see that, and then notice that ETH got its pump last week. So it's just seeing these seeing charts, seeing correlations between different assets. There's always something that we can deduce with data, um, and that can help us form a stronger thesis and also get ahead on our trades. So yeah, I mean, you know what's so funny is that yesterday, I know I was trading with you guys and I was trying to get in and out of meme token, which I did. I did it twice, you know, so I got out 50% once, and then I think I repeated it and got out 50% again. But my goodness, man, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I started to trade it while I was at work, and so you know those early morning gains, I pretty much gave back 80% of it, and yeah, it's just not a good feeling. And so you know, it this is what it comes back to, if you have a goal in mind, like what's your trading goal? You know, some people it might be like every day I'm gonna make 20%. You know, I mean something that's realistic and that's attainable. If that's the goal, stick to your plan, because if not, like the market may not be as forgiving, and I always have the tendency to try to keep pushing it. I don't know why. I mean, you know, it's just.
Well,
I mean, I
remember
obviously
this that
we're chasing. What's up?
remember we did that calculation yesterday. You
Yeah,
know, you start with $1,000 and you make 20% every day for 30 days. You end up with 250,000. Though there's no need, you know, to chase 50%, 100%.
No.
Well, you do it, of course, with leverage. Now, I mean, if you don't do leverage, then that's another story. It takes a bit longer, but you get there maybe after a year, but if you do this every day and you got your 3 or 5%, put it in a spreadsheet, start with 1,000, put in a spreadsheet, 5% every day, and see where you end up with.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
And I think there's a reasonable targets. I mean, for instance, what you can do is say, work out your annual costs.
Sorry, Andy, are you still there?
How many days is
Okay.
that? That's 200 and God knows how many days a year. And then you calculate back down as to just to cover your costs so that everything in your lifestyle is paid for. What would you need to earn in dollar terms, right? And then convert that into a percentage. And then you can just, if you achieve that, job done. And anything else is a bonus, right? You're doing tomorrow's income as well, and the day after's all in one day. Great, So keep trading your 5 days, because you're going to have those losing days, like you just said today, up to 2 times 50%, right? And then you dropped 80. You're going to get days like that, and they don't feel good. But that again is part of that learning curve to accept your losses as easily as you accept your wins.
Yeah. So this all comes down to the trading strategy, and then being disciplined. And it's just one of those things where it goes to show, um, when you're trading during the day, and let's just say you're doing stuff like throughout the day, in real life, like once you're in a trade, you're constantly thinking about the trade. And so it actually what ends up happening is it distracts you from doing the things that you need to do throughout the day. And so I mean, it sounds so obvious, right? When you point it out, but like when you're in the heat of the moment and you decide to do that, I mean, this is what really happens, right? And like the greed and the thrill and all that stuff, those emotions, they start to come out. And yeah, and then at the end, you think about it, like, it's good to create an environment that's conducive to trading versus, just um picking it up on the fly, because you really have to believe in the technicals, because price action respects these technical indicators. And so when you chart out your hold and break levels, you have to believe in what you're doing, because if not, you get impatient, and that's where mistakes and things like this can happen. So
yes, I agree. What you need to understand is that it doesn't need to be stressful. I mean, if you find your whole level and your trade bounces off it, and you have set your order, and let's say you get in at that level or just above that level, and okay, there's your stop at a break level. Now, when this trade moves up and makes new hold levels, because a move up never goes up just in one straight line. So it will create maybe a 5-minute hold level, after that a 15-minute, and maybe an hour. So, but if you are starting to get into that trade, bounces off that hold level, you get into the trade, you set your stop loss at the break level of that move. Then it starts to move up, and it makes another hold level. What you do is then you go to break even. On the top of the chart, you see, okay, where's my profit target? Basically, where's the hold level where that can hold the move down? And you set your sell order over there, so you can't lose anything anymore. Yeah, and then you can walk away. You can just walk away if you don't have the time, or
yeah,
if you get stressful if you sit there. And
yeah,
it's a much easier and then maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of your 10 trades are break even, and
yeah,
then 2 or 3 are hitting, and the rest hit your target,
yeah,
and that's it. It doesn't need to be stressful. The only thing that's stressful, if you're sitting in front of that computer and are starting to second guess yourself. Don't second.
Right.
Don't. That's what you don't need to do. It can go against you. Well, if it goes against you, then you have set your break-even stop. Okay, maybe it breaks and you lose $1 or $2 or whatever, because it doesn't get filtered right at that price. But you are protected. You don't lose a lot. And when the trades go not against you but with you, then you make a lot of profit. Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, it's the good example for me is exactly what I had. I had to go out today. I didn't want to be, I had to wait. I had to go to a hospital, right, to pick somebody up because they were kind of coming home, and I didn't want to be sat there, all still in that trade, thinking about it. So I just ended it, you know. So, and luckily I did on this occasion, but even if it had shot up from there, I don't care. I earned some profit. I ended it. I can now have a stress-free few hours because I don't know how long things are going to take. And there is, as we say in Zazook all the time, there is literally always another trade.
yeah, totally. And
Right.
so there's a reason why we do the BTC or the crypto pre-market prep because a lot of times there's this is where we see volatility tends to happen is first thing in the North American trading markets when they start to open, and so that is the North American markets opens in about an hour or just under an hour, and so let's just going back to what we were doing yesterday. I was able to um, uh, get in and out of a trade within the first hour or hour and a half, and that was it. I didn't have to waste my time like 3 or 4 hours throughout the day trying to plan my next trade. And so I'm
Oh,
I think it's
right.
just looking at it from that frame of lens. Like, look, you got your work done in 2 hours. That's it. Call it a day because there's no need to put yourself through all that.
That I mean,
Absolutely.
we just discussed Bitcoin and that 15-minute hold level, and it probably would bounce off of that, and it did, and it went down like maybe 1% at this moment. So basically, what if you need to start to first of all, you start to learn where you have to put your hold and break levels, and that's all in the videos. That's all, and we are here to to explain things to you if you don't get any, if you don't understand it, or you want some enlightenment on something, and if you can give that, we will. And once you get that understanding and you see that it is working, you get confident with them, with these levels, and you just start to trade them. And you know that at some levels you have a better chance of having a big move down, and you start to learn when that can happen and when that not happens. So
Cool.
all of that will give you confidence, and basically, at any hold level or any break level, you can make a smaller or bigger profit.
Yeah. Well,
And
s- s-
the
speak.
only thing is you need to learn it. No?
Yeah, so speaking of which, I just saw that price move down, so I definitely really want to take a look at what's good and see if we can establish something. So anyhow, if anyone here is listening, whether it's YouTube or X, we're gonna be taking a look at some charts in the Zazook Discord. So if you want to join, you can uh, click the link in the title, or you can access the Zazook app uh, through there and yeah, join the server because we're gonna be trying this every single day. We're in the trenches. I'm definitely gonna try to identify a couple spots where I can get it in. Maybe if I can get that 1.5 hours in and not think about the rest for the rest of the day, could be a good strategy for today. So anyhow, yeah, so feel free to join. If you want, you can initiate a free trial. You can do that through the Discord server. Um, if you think that the insights is something you could utilize for your own trading journey, you can go ahead and purchase an NFT. These are a subscription-based NFT utilizing the blockchain, but they're also locked in at an 80% discount, and that's for a lifetime. And so you can get access there, purchase the NFT, start your subscription, but you can also pause your subscription. And so really, the main thing is, learning trading to do it successfully takes time. And so in that process of learning, you can always, pause it, come back and restart it. And the main thing is, you know, getting better as a trader. And so there's no place better to do it than to do it with people that are doing the work day in and day out. So yeah, would be excited for you guys to join. And until tomorrow, we'll be doing this again. Thanks, Renee and Andy, for giving us your insights and breakdown. I definitely gained some value. I'm still learning and, in the trenches as well. So yeah, this is exciting times, especially we're in this bull market here. So yeah, and I wish everybody else a successful journey as well. All right, guys, take care and thank you everyone for watching.